Welcome to 42 North 78 West Sports Show. Here's your host, Sebastian.
All right, everybody, welcome to the 42 North 78 West Sports Show. I'm your host, Sebastian De Jesus. I'm, of course, joined by my two co-hosts, Alex and Kevin.
Sorry, just checking
How we doing, guys?
the pearly whites here for a
Forgot about
second.
it.
What you guys doing over there?
You know, just
Can't be too careful, you know.
doing things that the
Are you guys flossing?
I mean, the best receiver in the NFL does.
no.
So
Okay,
No,
yeah.
not
Oh.
flossing.
All right, well, let's go back to it. All right, so welcome to episode 9, and thank everyone for joining today. Of course, Bills are about to be in the playoffs. Of course, it's been too long. We're going to host the playoff game, too. 6,700 fans are allowed to be in the stadium. It's going to be amazing to see. Now, I can't fathom that we are going to kick off the playoffs. We're going to be the first game, 1 o'clock. What do you guys feel about that?
Set the tone. Let them know.
I'm like, why?
Let them know we mean business.
I'm kind of like, why are you giving the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears prime time? Like, come on.
The NFC East, I mean,
It's like, really?
NFC, we just watched the NFC East last night, and it just made me more mad that they get prime time. But it's only because they're going up against Tom Brady, precious Tom Brady.
And this is the best chance for Tom Brady to have his best playoff game against the worst team in the playoffs. Like,
Because, I mean, he's only done anything against bad teams all year. So,
yeah.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good point. But we got to get into this game. Squish to fish. Oh my goodness! What an absolute performance by everyone, even the bench players. Wow, what's that running back's name? I had him off the top of my head.
Antonio Williams.
Antonio Williams. I see a
Out of
future.
nowhere.
I see a future with him.
Tar Heel.
yeah, I could see, him kind of replacing Yeldon for good next year. Letting Yeldon go and then just keeping him for a little bit cheaper.
I want to see some
and
Christian Wade. I haven't seen Wade.
We'll
He's,
have to
he's a
see
great
preseason again.
He's a great
but-
story.
He's a good
We'll
story.
see preseason.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see preseason.
But-
Wow, look at that.
No, Antonio Williams, he was good. Matt Barkley stepped in through some dimes as well down the field.
Yeah, he hit some good, nice deep throws.
Yeah, and then
And McKenzie. What a day
what
by
a day.
McKenzie.
Have a day, Isaiah McKenzie. No, which is funny. I mentioned it earlier with watching with my family because we were talking about how good Andre Roberts has been, Pro Bowl returner, and I said, yeah, he's been great, but I'm just he's due to break one. And then today we were sitting Andre Roberts for Isaiah McKenzie, and what does Isaiah McKenzie do? He breaks a punt return. So
Yeah, I know.
it was fun. It was awesome to see, but
And it was funny too because Matt Barkley was about to get in the game. He was all dressed up and
Yeah.
ready to go,
yeah,
and then out of nowhere, here comes. And the weird part was he was going to come in the game, but then Josh Allen got thrown back into the game because then there was the 2-minute offense, and it makes sense because put Josh Allen, and that's when he threw that absolute dime to
Brown.
Brown. He threw the
Yeah.
dime to Brown. It was like there's the 2-minute offense.
Yeah, I get it. Give him one last, quick 2-minute drill before heading into the postseason and resting him. I was holding my breath a lot of the first half, but Diggs was being really smart. Whenever he was in, kind of surrounded by a group of Dolphins, he would drop to the ground and. But Allen was worrying me a little bit with his scrambling and stuff. I'm like, get down.
We don't need you. We don't need you injured today.
Yeah, no.
No,
But we came out unscathed, and we absolutely just beat the brakes off of.
I was like sitting there like, did the Dolphins realize that they need to win this game to make the playoffs? Like, I don't know if they realized that or not. I mean,
Or they could have had any other team win. They had the almost the highest chance to make the playoffs if the Browns would have won. Or no, the Browns would have lost.
any of them,
If
yeah.
the Colts would have lost. And what was the other team? Ravens? No, not Ravens.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it was the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens. Like
Yeah, I mean, but like going into it, I mean, I didn't realize it until I was like watching the rest of the games because I was like I was looking to see if Miami was gonna make it because I was like, I mean, I would love to play them again because it would be pretty much the same result except probably even worse because our
Yeah.
starters would be playing the full game and we'd be going full go.
Mm-hmm.
But and then I saw the matchup. I was like, Indy's playing Jacksonville. That's probably a win for them. Tennessee's playing Houston, although that got close at the end. I figured Tennessee would find a way to win that one, and then
Oh my God.
New Baltimore would beat up on Cincy, and then I thought, well, Pittsburgh was playing Mason Rudolph, so Cleveland probably wins, but even that one came down to the wire too. But so I thought going into it, I thought Miami's best chance would have been beating us, but we played our starter. But our starters were in the game at the beginning, most of them,
Oh yeah.
and then we just jumped on them early, and they never stood a chance.
Not to get off topic, but like, did you see the Bengals? Brandon Allen was like 6 for 21 for like 40 yards against the Ravens.
Yeah,
Like
and that was
that's just
after
sad.
that was after the week before he lit up Houston. He threw for
Yeah.
like 350 against Houston the week before, and then now he just
Poor Deshaun Watson.
ugh.
Or
Yeah.
And I gotta give one more off-topic one, I guess. Everyone's all mad because Jalen Hurts was benched, and the Giants fans are livid because if the Eagles would have won, the Giants would have been in the playoffs at 6-10. But they, of course, the Washington football team squeezed in.
I mean, heat of the moment. I'll give I'll cut Giants fans some slack. Heat of the moment, be angry with Philly. But in the end, they can only be mad at themselves. Like, you won 6 games. You shouldn't expect to make the playoffs. You just
Yeah.
happen to be in position where you could have.
Just win one
And-
more game and you would have been in.
Yeah, I can't recall how they did against Washington this year.
They,
in
they
both
swept
games.
them.
Oh, they swept them.
They swept them.
Okay,
So
well then, so who else they lose? They split with Dallas, and then they split with Philly.
maybe I'm not
I
too
think
sure.
pretty-
Well, I don't. Either way, find a way to win one more game, and you were in the playoffs. Now, I get heat of the moment. I totally understand it. I get being angry, but I mean, we all know what Philly was doing. I mean, they were making it pretty blatantly obvious that they didn't care.
Yeah.
It's
Doug
like-
Peterson was trying to just tank that game and increase their pick by 3-4 spots or whatever it was.
And obviously, like Peterson tried to hide it, like, but by just coming up with a bizarre excuse, like, "Oh, he had good reps in practice, so I want to see what Sudfeld could do." But like the Eagles were just like, they don't benefit at all from winning this game. All right, so the Giants get it instead of the Redskins. It's like, how about we just lose, keep our high draft pick instead of maybe lose a couple spots in the draft? Because if you look at Philly's like roster situation, they are just
Yeah, they
their
could
cap
use-
situation's awful.
And it was
But he-
35 million. I think it's projected over 35 million over the cap.
Oh
for
yeah,
next season.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
so you need all the
But-
talent you can get through the draft. That's for sure.
The problem is, I think he risked losing the locker room by doing that. I think
Mhm.
a lot of players are pretty furious with him, and I can't blame them necessarily. They're not going out there to lose. They're trying to, they're trying to earn a paycheck and keep a job.
Yeah,
And
I
when
mean,
you do that, if you're a receiver out there who's trying to keep a job for next year, and he runs Nate Sudfeld out there, that's hurting chances of you getting quality reps and showing what you're capable of doing. And no one's getting a chance to see what you can do by
Yeah.
them doing that.
you already
So,
fractured a relationship with Carson Wentz, so I don't think you want to get on Jalen Hurts'
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
side.
well,
Yeah,
but,
we'll-
like,
what's with the rest of the roster?
Well,
you know?
we'll get back to Carson Wentz later in the show. He's part of the whole thing. But we need to. It's pregame time. You know what time it is. It's playoff time.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's
It's
there
coming.
Saturday at 1 p.m. against the Colts. I thought the Colts were gonna probably choke that game, but they were fine. They were fine. Now the Dolphin. I would have want the Dolphins again second time, might as well. But I'm okay with the Colts. I'm okay. We're not with the Ravens, even though if the Ravens win, we'll see them in the second round. But I'd rather see them in the second round. We don't need to go there. But we need to get through the Colts right now. It's gonna be Josh Allen versus Phillip Rivers. Josh Allen is absolutely on fire. You can't deny that either. Everyone's on the news and everything, and they're like, this guy is next level. Now I saw 5 projections of who's going to win the Super Bowl. Out of those 5 projections, 4 of them put the Bills in the Super Bowl. But
Mhm.
only one put the Bills as a winner.
Oh, well,
Only one, because they said they're going to face the Packers. Everyone's projecting Packers versus Bills, and everyone wants to take the Packers.
I mean, I don't know. If we can get past the Chiefs, then we can definitely get past anybody else in the NFC, even the Packers, and not. I don't know, but a lot of, like you said, a lot of people are on board. A lot of people are.
Hey, they're on the wagon.
Yeah.
They're saying for Bills Mafia, they're saying this is the time. They want Bills Mafia
It
to
is
be
the
happy.
time. It is the time. This team is just on a roll. They're confident. They believe in each other, and they're just on a mission. They're just on a mission. They will not be denied. It's a special group, and it's a group that I never even imagined.
Hey, trust the process, right? When we were told, trust the process.
And I doubted the process for at times,
Ooh.
but they proved me wrong, and I couldn't be happier.
What do you think, Kev?
It's just surreal, man. Like sometimes I have to just like pinch myself, like as if like this is a dream.
13-3.
I mean, it's like
I couldn't imagine either. It's like
I thought getting 10 wins was sweet. 13 wins, I'm like, oh my gosh, like
we're the
this is
second
awesome.
second seed in the NFL.
And I don't want to take it for granted. I just want to enjoy the ride.
We'll enjoy
I
it.
just want
We'll
to take it
enjoy
all. I just want to take it all in, soak it in. Soak in each game, soak in each moment while we have this team together. It's unbelievable.
Now, I mean, the only real threat I really see against the Colts are their running backs. They got two dominant running backs. Of course, you got to watch out for T.Y. Hilton. The defense is on fire. Our boy AJ Klein was in there in the end of the game too. He's on fire. Man, Milano's back. Everyone's back. Smokey Brown showing that he still got it. I will want to see more running game because there's a time when the ball needs to be ran.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's ball security because now when the talk is drawn down, I don't want to see them trucking down the field. I want to play slow, methodical offense. I want just that clock to be chewed away, get a win, move on.
Yeah, I think now with the playoffs with being win or go home, I think you will see us. I think we'll unleash Josh Allen on the ground a little bit more than we've been doing. So that'll be one way.
And his ball security's gone up too. I don't think he hasn't really fumbled in
the
last few games.
Yeah, no, that was a problem for his first couple of years. But I think we're gonna do that. That'll be one way that we're gonna try to establish the ground game. Like you mentioned, Indy on the ground is good. Jonathan Taylor's on a roll. And they got a very strong defense as well. Darius Leonard's one of the best linebackers in the league. Their secondary's been very good. My guy Xavier Rhodes is kind of in a bounce back year. But he's not my guy this weekend. He's not my guy this weekend. He may be from DBU, but he's not my guy this weekend. He's going to get torched by Josh Allen. And just like the rest of them. But no, I mean I don't think we can overlook the Colts.
And forgot one more thing I got to mention. Kenny Stills signed the contract, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see him probably sue it for the first playoff game. This is gonna be a good time.
Just think about this, like what Isaiah McKenzie did this last week. He's our sixth receiver right now, and he just did what he did to the Dolphins this week. Just think about that.
And then you had Kenny Stills.
We got some depth. We got some depth.
Loaded with depth.
Mm-hmm.
And we're young. That's what all the commentators will say. We're young.
Yeah.
We're young. We'll go now. But let's move on to our next segment. Let's move on. So coach firings. Of course, what was that? Well, okay. Of course, after the last regular season game, it's National Coach Firing Day. It's basically Black Monday, of course. We lost Anthony Lynn. We lost Adam Gase.
Let's pour one out for our guy Adam Gase.
Yeah, pour
today.
one out for
Can't
Adam
believe
Gase.
they-
Pour one out for Adam Gase today.
I can't believe it, man. I really thought, he was hot towards the end of the season. I really feel like he had a lot of momentum there. Jets just jumped the gun on the fire.
We just want to thank you, Adam. Thank you
Doug
for everything you've done these past couple of years. Thank you so much.
We love him. Our boy Doug Marrone, of course, got let go by the Jags, and another Buffalo guy, Anthony Lynn, also got let go by the Chargers.
Good riddance to Doug Marrone. Hope he never gets another head coaching job again.
Yeah, thanks for opting out on us. I mean, it's worked out.
Yeah, it has worked out.
Doug
Minus
Marrone,
a couple years with Rex.
Yeah,
but
Doug
that led
Marrone
to
was the
McDermott.
most non-enthusiastic coach I've ever seen on a football field. You would be like, you would be so happy. He would just do this.
Yeah.
Touchdown. I'm like, dude, come on, dude.
And then, of course, his famous, punting from the opposing 45-yard line on 4th and 2.
Yep.
Love that.
That dude.
Love that,
yeah,
Doug.
that dude. That was. And of course, when he moved to the Jags, that's when the Jags had their monster season.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Oh, Doug, you did it, Doug." Like, no, come on.
I mean, except the fact that they choked hard against New England in that AFC Championship. But he not much success minus that 1 year.
Yeah, Anthony Lynn he also had some really moments this season too, preferably versus us. Were you gonna kick the field goal? Were you not gonna do it? You didn't even know where you're going. Didn't he challenge a play too? It was like the play you obviously was there. You challenged that. It was, and one more time, of course, Adam Gase. You had it coming, bro. And of course, now they're saying he's gonna get the job at the Colts. He's gonna get the job here. He's getting talk for a job, and I'm like, this dude doesn't deserve a job.
Hey, I hope my guy.
We're going to the Patriots, right? Did they get in talk with the Patriots?
I hope so.
Yeah, Bill Belichick said.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, Bill Belichick said he's probably in talks with the Patriots.
Yeah. Adam Gase will turn Jarrett Stidham into the next Brady.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, New England.
It's not like Peyton Manning was Peyton Manning before he ran into Adam Gase, right?
No, God no. No, he was a system quarterback before he ran into Adam Gase.
Oh God.
Now that's enough of coach firing. Of course, it's just how it. Same thing every year. Now we got some rumors. We got some rumors that Drew Brees could be his last season. Could be. Yeah,
really should.
Stand on a high note. Oh man. Whew.
You need some water over there, bud?
I'm good. No, it could be Drew Brees' last season. Now the Jets are in rumor too that they want to trade either Aaron Donald or the number 2 pick. And of course, in good Jets fashion, why would you do either? I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, well, from what I saw from Justin Fields in the playoff game against Clemson, I would probably trade Darnold and take him now at 2.
Well, I haven't seen the Ohio State quarterback, how they've turned out in the NFL.
I think Fields is different.
That's what they all say.
He was a transfer from Georgia. But, well, no, I mean, yeah, he looked phenomenal. But the Jets can, they have a lot of options, a lot of ways they can go.
Oh, they got a lot of options, of course. Just, I think you keep the number 2 overall pick. Just please keep it. Or
it depends on, I don't know, it depends on who they bring in as a coach. If whoever they bring in as a coach, if they really like Sam Darnold, they could trade the number 2 pick and just to someone else who's looking for a quarterback and get a boatload of draft capital in return and still land like a blue chip talent and plenty more draft picks. Or they just move on from Darnold.
Trade for Carson Wentz.
Justin Fields or Zach Wilson too.
I'd say trade for Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz wants to get out of Philly now.
Get out of Philly, go to the Jets.
Yeah, right. Go from Philly
to the Jets. That would just be terrible luck.
Yeah, and that would probably hurt the Jets' cap situation. I mean, they're loaded with cap space right now, and then all of a sudden you take on Carson Wentz. I don't know if that's a risk that they should take.
I mean, the only last rumor too.
I hate the Jets, so go ahead, do it.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead.
Go do what you want.
And the last big rumor is Cam Newton. About Cam Newton probably going to part ways with the Patriots. You deserve it, dude. Like, we hate the Patriots, but yeah, you were pretty terrible.
Hey, he had a good week this week 17 against the Jets, so he's already auditioned
against the Jets.
He's auditioning for his next job.
I think he should stay.
Yeah, just stay. Okay, yeah.
I think he showed a lot this week.
Adam Gase can work with him in New England. They can bring in Adam Gase. They can work with him.
It's the missing piece.
Adam Gase can choose between him and Jarrett Stidham, and he'll fix both. He'll fix either one. Doesn't matter. Gase knows what he's doing.
You keep Adam Gase there. That's your next head coach after Belichick retires.
Yeah,
head coach in waiting.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's about it. I mean, we have a pretty short show today. I mean, we could add on, guys. You want to add on about the college football playoffs? Anything about that?
As far as I'm concerned, there's no college football playoff happening.
Dabo Swinney took a beating, and it was glorious.
Ooh.
It was glorious. I enjoyed every second of it. And then Notre Dame, same thing as always happened to them. They took a beating.
Water is wet.
Yeah, they went to the playoff and got exposed for being overrated. So. Yeah, no, the college football playoff. Yeah, they should add on more teams. Actually, they should go to 8 teams because the 4th team isn't good enough to beat the number 1. So yeah, why not 8?
Coastal Carolina versus Bama.
Smart.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, but I think that wraps up our show. I thank everyone for coming on today. It's We're gonna have episode 10 next week. Also, we're gonna have another video that's gonna drop on Wednesday. We're gonna have another guy. His name's Dick English. He's gonna join us for another pregame video on Wednesday. But I thank everyone for watching and have a good night.
Go Bills.
Peace.